Hey guys, it's March. And you know what that means? We have another humble choice for you. Looking at this, it looks to be a lot less in games, but don't let that fool you. Because the Mass Effect Legendary Edition here is all three of the original Mass Effect games. So there you go. But let's start off like we normally do. First game on the list is Desperados 3. I've actually had this one in my wish list for a little while now. I just haven't picked it up. It is a stealth strategic game. There are some good strategic stealth games out there. Which I already have one, the samurai one. I can't remember what it's called, but Desperados 3 is supposed to be like really, really, really good. But it is a story-driven, hardcore tactical stealth game set in a ruthless Wild West scenario. In this long-awaited prequel to the beloved classic Desperados, Wanted Dead or Alive, I don't know why I said it like Cooper, but John Cooper will join forces with the runaway bride Kate, the shady hitman Doc McCoy, and the giant trapper Hector, and Isabel. Okay, and Isabel. Everybody else gets a cool name, but Isabel doesn't? Alright. Mysterious lady from New Orleans. That's it. On Cooper's quest for redemption, his adventures lead him and his gang from rural towns, over swamps and riverbanks, and finally to a dramatic showdown worthy of Wild West legends. I have seen some people play this. I haven't seen them play the entire way through, but it is like really like step by step sort of mentality here. You are trying to do stealth, so you're watching how people do things, and how you can use each character's abilities to do something else that they're really good at. Like you got like the sniper, you've got like the Doc uses like knockout gas and stuff like that. Isabel, I guess, uses her womanly wiles and can, bring men to where she needs them to be shot. You can set things up beforehand and then hit the button and everything will kind of go at one time. So it's really kind of interesting game. I may play this on my own because I do not like stress-inducing games a lot. I really don't, but hey. This is a very pretty game, and it is still, like, high dollar right now. So getting this game this game alone is enough for the monthly subscription. Next up, as I said, we have the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, this one is, if you haven't known about Mass Effect, I don't know what rock you've been under for the past, 15 years, 20 years, I don't know, man, somewhere around there, 10 years. I played them all when they first came out on the original Xbox. So, but this is one person is all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat it's ever faced. Relive the legend of Commander Shepard in the highly acclaimed Mass Effect trilogy. Again, all three games. Legendary Edition includes single-player base content in over 40 DLC from Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3 games, including promo weapons, armors, and packs. Remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD. So the game is great. The storyline's really, really good, too. In my opinion, number 2 is the best of both worlds. It is the best gameplay, best story, and it really kind of melds the entire thing together to make a really good game. 1 was a good start off. It has a lot of like lore heavy RPG style, and I don't know what happened to 3. They made it like horribly opposite ended, where it is really like action, third person shooter gameplay style. So still, I'm happy to have this. I wanted to have it. I just haven't had it. I have all the original games still in my room from the original Xbox stuff. So next up, we've got All-Star Nickelodeon Brawl. So it looks like Nickelodeon decided to say, hey, this Smash game is doing lots of really cool stuff. So let's take the original game of Smash and just add Nintendo characters. That's not a ripoff, right? They're the basic same game except with our characters and our worlds, right? Well, there you go. So they have some interesting characters on there, which would be kind of cool, but they're all from the Nickelodeon universe. If you like that sort of thing, then hey, there you go. Next up, we have the Dark Pictures Man of Medan. I already own this. I already have the full playthrough. Oh wait, not this one. I don't have the playthrough on my YouTube here. I don't have my. I have the second game on here. This game I bought on the PlayStation when it first came out. I do have, as you see, I'm playing the third one right now, and it's just been kind of sporadic because I haven't had enough time to really kind of fit into it. Great game, great story, one of my favorite ones, next to the very original. Next up, we have the Red Solstice 2 Survivors. This is a really interesting game. I have the first one, and they're kind of like a real-time strategy, but it's not like big, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put that, but they're like you're a squad. You know, at least the first one was you are basically a squad, a task force that goes in this real-time strategy action trying to find your way around aliens and stuff like that. So yeah, it's real-time strategy controls. These controls provide a lot of freedom, more control, and they allow the player to learn proactive actions, which are to plan, execute, and improvise. And then you also have survival strategy. Survivors combines tactical missions with ongoing survival against the Stroll virus. Explore the entire planet in a campaign that expands over time with a single goal: survival of humanity. So I really like the first one. The second one looks to be kind of more of the same thing. You got a lot of different classes and stuff like that, and you can do 8-player co-op, which is kind of cool. But of course, I am a single player because I don't have very many friends to play with. So, next game up, we've got Nebuchadnezzar. I have never heard of this. So this is a classic isometric city builder game, inviting players to experience the mysterious history and culture of ancient Mesopotamia. But that looks weird. Like that one does anyway, but like this one looks more like Mesopotamia. In the campaign, players get the role over influential historical cities filled with magnificent monuments. Yep. Your gameplay is build your city while you oversee the manufacturing of different agricultural and goods for your population. I'm having a wonderful time with the English language today after work. Solve problems, prevent population loss, trade with other cities, handle foreign relationships, take care of varying population classes and employee types across various industries and services, and many more. Nebuchadnezzar's gameplay is geared towards all types of players, from beginners of the genre to experienced strategists. So yeah, it's your basic sim builder, but set in Mesopotamia, ancient Mesopotamia. There you go. Next up, we have Police Stories. I think I actually have this game, but it is inspired by SWAT 4 gritty police shows. You take control of 2 characters, so you can set one up to do something, and other things. And it's really kind of interesting. I've watched a little bit on it. I haven't actually played it too much, as you can see by the little animation here, the GIF that's going on. It's pretty cool. It has a Hotline Miami overview almost. So, but there's a lot more that go on into it. Like you can actually do lots of different stuff, but you're a cop, so. And next up we have Evan's Remains. Okay, this is an adventure game, it looks like. Evan's Remains is a mystery, thriller, puzzle adventure after finding a missing boy, Evan. The game combines logic-based platform puzzles with narrative inspired by Japanese graphic adventure games. Alright, that is interesting. Gameplay. Every time the player solves from 2 to 3 puzzles, the story goes forward and new mechanics are introduced. The challenge of the puzzles lies in the player's ability to figure out what to do rather than solve challenges based on skill. As the difficulty curve increases, the puzzles become more complex by combining 2 or more previously introduced mechanics. Alright. right. It says, Evan, the genius boy, has been missing for years. One day, a letter signed by him is received, claiming he's on an uninhabited island somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Nobody knows why, but he asked specifically for a girl named Dices to go and look for him. The player would take control of this girl, and we don't know much about. As you follow Dice's adventure, questions will start to be answered little by little. All of the little puzzle pieces which seem unrelated in the beginning will now begin to slowly fit together as the truth is slowly revealed. So yeah, it's your basic platforming puzzle solver. That is pretty much all of the actual games, but they do give you the Humble Games collection that you can actually download at any specific time and play whenever you want. Our charity this month is Lotus Outreach International's mission to... Lotus Outreach, obviously, International. The mission is to empower vulnerable women and children living in poverty with affiliates in 7 countries and local NGO partners in India and Cambodia. They are a global community that believes empowerment is in the heart sustainable change. Okay, so yeah. So there we go. And also remember, if you have memberships, like I have the 12th month, 20% store discount. That's what I've got. Right? So I'm probably going to pick up, I'm probably going to get all these games, honestly. Except for maybe this one. I may give this out to somebody. Because I'm not going to play it. I'm really, really not. So there you go, guys. That is March. Tell me, what games are you hoping to play? And which ones would you like me to play? It's always that. But until next time, guys, I get to go eat some leftover lasagna.